Hello, Bronco fans and football fans alike. Welcome to Week 15 postgame between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. This is Broncos Breakdown. I'm your host, Bronco Bill. I don't even have to tell you why I named this channel Broncos Breakdown. It was designed to give insight and detail to what Denver needs to do to win games, what's wrong with the team, injuries, that type of thing. But after the game against Buffalo, I believe it is pertinent that the name is called Broncos Breakdown because the Broncos are broken. They are in disarray. They are absolutely, from the top down, they are a total mess. And I mean, they are broken from the top down, from ownership or lack thereof, because the kids can't seem to figure out what is best for the team. They just want to figure out what's best for their pocketbook and their wallet. And I know I'm getting off track from the actual breakdown of the game, but I don't think I really need to go into the horrific massacre that this game was. And it wasn't totally Buffalo Bills doing. The Broncos definitely had their share on why this game, oh, by the way, ended up Bills 48, Broncos 19. Yeah, 48-19. A 29-point difference. That is pathetic. I mean, I know we lost big the first time we played against the Chiefs, and that's because the Broncos are nowhere near the league that the Buffalo Bills are in, the Kansas City Chiefs are in, the Pittsburgh Steelers are in. Oh, and dare I do say the Cleveland Browns are in the same category as the aforementioned teams that I just mentioned. Denver was and used to be in that elite category. If you recall, any of you that are old enough to know, the Broncos went to 4 Super Bowls in the 70s. Went to 4 Super Bowls against the Browns in the 80s. They went to 4 of them. Yeah, they lost them, but they went because they were that good. And then they went back-to-back in 97, 98. And then they won Super Bowl 50. Wow, does that seem light years away? Do you realize the Denver Broncos have lost 4 straight seasons with losing records? We've lost more games in 4 years than we did under Pat Bowlen as an organization combined in all of those years. Not that we didn't lose games per season. I'm talking about the simple fact that we never lost 4 straight seasons with losing records when Pat Bowlen was alive. But we have now. This team is an absolute mess. Disarray, confused, have no direction. You do realize this team has no leadership. No leadership at all. And I'm talking about from the top down. As I mentioned, we don't have a viable current owner. We have a trust. Players are yelling at each other on the sideline, shoving each other. Players are throwing punches against the Buffalo Bills receivers, and they're laughing at us. Why are they laughing? Because we, the Broncos, are a laughing stock of the NFL. We have become the Cleveland Browns and the New Orleans Saints of yesteryear. That's who we are. That's what this Bronco team has become. Let me take you back a few years. Do you guys remember Josh McDaniels, our head coach, for that year plus a few games? He had a quarterback by the name of Tim Tebow. Now, Tim Tebow wasn't considered the greatest quarterback by any stretch of imagination. But the guy was a winner. He had heart. He had courage. He did things that needed to get done to win games. We didn't have a losing season when he was our starting quarterback. We were 8-8, won the division that year, and we beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in the playoffs. Do you think that would happen now with this team? Well, obviously not, because we're not 8-8. We haven't been 8-8 for a long time. We haven't even come close to 8-8. And I'm going to say something, guys, and you may get pissed, and you can comment all you want. I would love to hear it. But I'd far rather have Tim Tebow right now as my quarterback than Drew Lock. And I mean that 100%. Because Tim Tebow was a winner. He had heart. He had passion. Yeah, he was not the greatest quarterback. He had a release from his throwing arm that wasn't NFL caliber. But it doesn't matter. If you have heart and you have courage and you have determination, you can win in the NFL. But Elway didn't want him. Elway wanted somebody like Drew Lock. Well, guess what? He got him. He drafted him. He's got him. Oh, by the way, we had a chance to get Josh Allen, but we passed on it with the 5th overall pick, and we took Bradley Chubb. Well, Bradley Chubb was great his first year. Josh Allen wasn't. Well, now we're in year 3. And guess what? Josh Allen is great, or on a verge of being great. And Bradley Chubb had how many sacks in the game against Buffalo? 0. And 1 tackle. Yeah, I know he's hurt, but you know what? Everybody's hurt. The viruses cause a lot of things. People are injured. I mean, I'm not using that as an excuse. If you play in the NFL, you're going to play hurt. That's just the bottom line. So, Denver made, going back to the game, if I can, let me ask you a question, guys. How valuable is Brandon McManus? Yeah, he missed a couple of extra points against Carolina, but guess what? We still won. We had a guy by the name of Russolino. He missed every single kick. Well, he did make a field goal, but he missed a field goal and 2 extra points wide right. Well, of course he did, because the Broncos as a team are wide right. They're wide right as an organization right now. They're wide right as a team, as a coaching staff. And dare say, even as a GM, they're wide right. They're wide right of where we need to be. And where we need to be is a competitive, challenging team for a division, for a playoff, for the Super Bowl. We've been wide right since Peyton Manning retired. And we've been wide right since Gary Kubiak left and went to the Minnesota Vikings, along with Danielson, and along with Alan Roach. And who knows how many other players have left Denver to go with Kubiak. Why? Because Kubiak's a winner. And yeah, Minnesota's having a tough year this year. Hey, it happens to everybody. But they have a better record than Denver does, and they still have a chance to make the playoffs. We don't. Because we are wide right. Just like Russolano. Denver also made stupid mistakes in the game. I mean, I understand that you're going to have defensive breakdowns and you're going to have lapses and you're going to have a penalty here and there. We had 2 penalties against Carolina. I think we had 6 in the first half. And the ridiculous ones. Multiple illegal contact, false starts, roughing the passer. Why? Why are we making these mistakes? Because we're frustrated. Because we're angry. Because we have no leadership. And what does Vic Fangio say in his press conference? Well, we just got to play harder. What? We got to play harder? No, we have to play smarter, and we have to be more disciplined. And we're neither at this point. And that's what happens when you get blown out 48-19. Now, I mentioned Josh Allen, that the Broncos had a chance to get him. Well, guess what? The Broncos passed on Josh Allen. to get to Bradley Chubb. Well, guess what? Josh Allen passed all over Denver in that game for 360 plus yards, threw for 2 touchdowns. Oh, by the way, he ran for 2 touchdowns. No, I don't mean just 1 yard, which he did get. No, he ran for 24-yard rushing touchdown. Where was the Denver defense? Oh, yeah. Wide right. Wide right. East of Colorado. East of Denver. Maybe they're up in Wyoming, north of Colorado. North of Denver. But they certainly weren't anywhere near the Empower Field at Mile High, that's for sure. When you give up a quarterback run of 24 yards, who's not a Cam Newton, who's not a Teddy Bridgewater. Sure, Allen has legs, but come on. Where's the defense? The defense and the entire Bronco team has given up. They've given up, guys. They're frustrated. They're angry. They're irritated. And it's trickled down from the lack of ownership through Joe Ellis and John Elway, through Vic Fangio, down to the players. And when you have arguments and pushing and shoving and fighting on the sidelines, and nobody is taking charge on this team, you have major, major problems. And Drew Lock is not the answer, guys. He's not the answer. He's like a yo-yo. He's up, he's down. He's up, he's down. You have no idea what you're going to get with him. But obviously, you know what you're going to get with Josh Allen, because he's worked hard in this game. He's worked extremely hard. He's worked with his footwork. He's worked with his delivery. I can't say that about Drew Lock. He says, oh, I got to get better. I got to get better. No kidding. No kidding, you got to get better. But you know what? I'd be surprised if Denver keeps him as a starting quarterback in 2021. If they do, I don't even want to begin to know what our record is going to be unless he makes drastic changes to get better. The only Bronco players, in my opinion, that seemed to really play hard in the Buffalo Bills game was Melvin Gordon, who ran extremely hard, and he ran for, I believe it was a 12 or 14-yard touchdown, and he carried players in the end zone, and he fought hard. The other one was Noah Fant. That's it. Yeah, sure, we had a muff punt that was recovered by the Broncos, and that's how we got our first touchdown. Yes, I agree with that. But that was a one play. I'm talking about Melvin Gordon played hard the entire game. I would have to even say that Philip Lindsay played hard, and Noah Fant played hard. But nobody else, guys. Nobody else came with that same type of energy and intensity. And it showed. The closest we got to winning this game was 0-0. And then during the game, it was 14-7. That was it. We had a chance on defense to stop them coming out in the second half, in the third quarter. What do? We punted the ball down to their 5-yard line. And what did the Bills do? They went right down the field, 95 yards for a touchdown. How does that happen? You know how that happens? Because the team gives up. And that's what this team has done. They've given up on the season. They've given up on Vic Fangio. They've given up on John Elway. And they've given up on the possibility of ownership. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I'm frustrated as much as you guys are. And I am livid to the point of, I don't even know who we're going to get the last 2 games. Are we going to get a decent Bronco team that plays the Chargers in Los Angeles on Sunday? Are we going to get what we saw in Sunday's game against the Bills? Saturday's game against the Bills. I don't know. I do care. I feel like saying I don't care, but I do, because I'm a dedicated, devoted Bronco fan. And this season hurts. The last 4 seasons have hurt, but this one hurts the most. Because even though there's been the virus and injuries and stuff, I understand that. But we haven't played hard in every single game. And this last game proved it, that we're not playing hard. And that hurts. That hurts as a loyal, dedicated Bronco fan. That brings me to my final comment. And here's my final comment, guys. This is the 4th year of a losing season. That's unacceptable. We have turned, the Bronco team has been turned into the Browns and the Saints of yesteryear. Does everybody remember those brown paper bags with the holes to see out of? The mouth to breathe out of? Yeah, that's who we become. Now, I'm not saying to bring out the paper bags. I'm not advocating that. But it's a thought. Please, guys, don't go there. I don't want to see brown paper bags with fans next year in Denver's stands that hold 76,000 loyal, dedicated Bronco fans. Please don't go there. But that's how I feel that we have dipped that low that I even mentioned brown paper bags and the Denver Broncos in the same sentence. That's it, guys. That's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Please leave a comment. I always appreciate it. Guys, I'll talk to you on Friday. I know it's Christmas, but I'm going to do a video anyways. So if I don't do it on Friday, I'll definitely do it on Saturday. But thanks for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful Merry Christmas. And we'll talk to you on the pregame before the Broncos-Chargers in Week 16. Thanks a lot. Talk to you then. Bye-bye.